Good. Good morning, all of you. Online students, is it okay, audio and video? So last explanation, features of JavaScript: speed, lightweight, interoperability, extending functionality, dynamic, loosely typed, and cross-platform. At last, freeware and open source. So I think last point I explained about the extending functionality. So using other libraries in JavaScript. JavaScript, they have the capability to work within other subjects. At the same time, other subjects libraries also JavaScript can access. So I can help to you and your libraries I can access also. Both I can do. So that is interoperability and extending it. Next one is dynamically typed programming. JavaScript is a dynamically typed programming. A dynamically typed a couple of meanings available, sir, situational wise. Now one meaning I'm explaining here. Uh, we can use variables without declaring. Generally, as per programming knowledges, you have some other languages knowledges, right? But as per that knowledge, first we should declare the variable and then we can use the variable. Declaration first to use as a next. But when it comes to this feature, so without declaring, we can directly use. Or who will declare it, sir? Your translator will declare it. Your JavaScript translator is declaring variables. The programmer no need to focus on the declarations. You just focus on using of the variable. So the variable automatically declared by the software itself only. That is called as dynamically typed. Generally C to up to .NET, if any language if you take, first int x, then we are using that x. The declaration after that uses. But when it comes to here, so declaration is not matter here. Other languages declaration of oh, but here declaration yeah, and simple thing. Just a silly thing. JavaScript variable declaration is silly thing. And moreover, it's an optional thing also. I'm never forcing. Interest that declare it. Even if you are not declared, I'll manage the situations. So, the JavaScript assurance to us. Next, loosely typed means, sir. Once if you declare the variable, if you declare any variable x, a, y, z, I, j, k something, in this variable, which data we can store, sir? Any type of data we can store. No data type restrictions. It comes to your programming languages. Suppose you declared one variable integer x, but in this x, what can I store, sir? Only integers only. Or integers below data types. Lower category available, byte to short to that we can store it. Integer above and other data types are strictly not allowed. Languages, programming languages I'm talking. But when it comes to JavaScript, sir, if you declare one x variable, same pattern, in this memory block, we can store any type of value. No objections, no restrictions. Any data we can store. That is called as loosely typed. Next one, cross-platform compatible. Cross-platform compatible. Meaning what, sir? Suppose systems we design some program. For laptops or computers, we design some JavaScript code. The same JavaScript code we can also run in mobiles also. The same JavaScript code is also able to run in our any client device. But long back, starting days of our batch, we discussed server and client. So once if you develop the JavaScript code, it's able to run in all client devices. No problem. Mobiles, TVs, projectors, what are the clients available in all that? Remember a client to server and demo sessions we discussed. So in all client devices, the same logic we can run. No objections. That is cross-platform compatible. It's able to run in all the client's devices. Browser changed, sir. No problem. Same logic. Client device changed, sir. No problem. Same logic. The last 2 points we know already, sir, because these are the HTML also. Free software and open source. License not required. Freeware. And source code is available. Open source. The source code is available for modifications, open source, and you don't need to pay any money. That is called as the freeware. Our HTML, CSS also both same only. These are the major features of, features of the JavaScript, sir. But try to remember the yellow color 5 points. If anybody they asked what is the special of JavaScript, sir, and 5 points is 8. Speed. They are saying all languages speed only, sir. Yes, all languages speed, but JavaScript over speed. All languages Vande Bharat అయితే JavaScript bullet train, Japan's bullet train. Yesterday I already compared also. You only said that one. My language takes the 5 seconds, my language takes the 10 seconds, and you only give an answer. But my language takes the below 1 second. Lightweight, less code, more operation. Is one of the key concept. If you want to solve the big tasks also, small amount of code is enough. Interoperability. They can give the support to other softwares. I can give the support to others also, no problem. Angular is using JavaScript, React is using JavaScript, Node.js is using JavaScript, PHP using JavaScript, your Python Django also using JavaScript. ASP.NET also using JavaScript. Ajax using the JavaScript, jQuery is using also JavaScript. How can say, sir? You can observe the names, you will get the clarity. What I said, Ajax, Anna. A, J, AX. J for JavaScript. jQuery. J means JavaScript. React JS. JS means JavaScript. Node.js. JavaScript. Vue.js. JavaScript. Vanilla script. Express script. Even TypeScript also available. Angular developers, they are using TypeScript. TypeScript base is again JavaScript only. TypeScript's base is also JavaScript. And in the future, if you go for any front end in future, if you go for any backend technologies, base JavaScript only, sir. That is the importance of this subject. So in your full stack, a few upcoming subjects, if you want to learn properly, web technologies especially, this knowledge should be proper. So when you are good in JavaScript, remaining subjects easy to follow. When you are weak in the JavaScript, remaining subject tough to follow. So almost 15 to 20 web technologies future front-end frameworks are server-side technologies are basic code is coming from the JavaScript. Next one, JavaScript is basically single-threaded program set. Nature of the JavaScript is single-threaded. I think you could Java candidates you have. Your Java is multi-threaded, right? I think .NET is also multi-threaded only, but JavaScript is not multi-threaded, single-threaded program. What is the meaning of single-threaded, sir? While performing of one task, side by side, another task starting not possible. Basically not possible. But I'm already started task one now. Side by side, I want to do the second task also, sir. No, not allowed. So you can perform one after one like this. One after one is possible. That is called as single threaded. And if it is supported like this, sir, those called as the multi-threaded languages. So you can do any number of tasks parallelly like this. If you are the multi-threaded, if you are the single threaded, you can do any number of tasks, but one after one only. But daily, how many classes you are attending? 2 or 3? Huh? 3. Somebody 3, somebody 2. 2 classes at a time you are attending. And this side demo HTML, that side demo Python. This side demo Core Java, this side Oracle. 4 screens available. Which faculty is explaining? Turn that side like this. Possible kada? Yeah, not possible. Uh-huh. So if you are attending the 3 batches or 2 batches, you are attending how? One by one, not all at a time. That is single threaded concept. If you are able to attend the same time, same slot to 2 classes, sir, that is called as multi-threading. Next, JavaScript is whoops or not, sir? Sir, I am whoops only. JavaScript is also object-oriented programming, like as your other languages. Here also we have objects. Here also we have constructors. Here also we have inheritance. Here also we have classes or something else like that. No problem. But here one small point. I'm whoops concept. I'm also support the whoops, but I'll follow always the my own coding structure, that is prototype based programming. So if anybody they ask JavaScript is which type of programming? Prototype based programming. That we have to answer instead of oops. Instead of oops. Because here oops becomes as a secondary point, sir. Prototype is becomes as a primary. And moreover, right now we are using JavaScript 6th version, sir. Latest version of the JavaScript is 6. HTML5, you know, we discussed already. CSS3, 3 features also we discussed. Transitions, transforms, keyframes, all are the new concepts of CSS. 3 versions CSS. And JavaScript latest version is the 6, new version. So we are going to discussing JavaScript 6th version features also, right? Old versions plus new versions, both we are covering, sir. How I covered in the previous subjects like that. The one small thing what, sir, and JavaScript 6th version, latest version. Latest version is oops. Old versions not oops. Up to JavaScript 5th version, it's not supporting any oops concept. No oops methodology. We can't design the classes like a Java, but we can design the functions like a C language. When anybody BTech first year C, if you practice it, you're writing programming completely in the form of functions, main function or something. Like that, the code is available in the JavaScript old versions. So OOPS concept introduced in the latest version. But what we have to say as a new feature, but it's not the actual concept. From by birth onwards, JavaScript, which form model it's following, sir, and prototype based programming. So instead of this one, better call this one. If you said it's a whoops concept, sir, Java is also object oriented programming, sir. But like me, somebody is raising one doubt. JavaScript 5 version, how can create the class 100? I pay. Point got it? Huh? We can't create the class in JavaScript 5 because that versions as a concept are not available. So only one version is supported. Oops. Then only that taken as a second primary prototype. Other languages not like that. The typical different syntaxes are different. So give the better answering and proper answering. I am whoops as in the new versions, but basically I am the prototype. We don't know what is prototyping, sir. Just a sentence I pronounced. Maybe you will get the doubt, sir, what is prototype, sir? We don't know. One topic, sir, we have to discuss or 2 weeks after. 2 weeks after it will come, sir. 2 weeks, sir. JavaScript, how many days you are explaining, sir? If you are interested, 1 month. Not interested, 14, 15 days. Your choice. Choose yourself. If you are interested, 1 month I'll explain. Not interested, I'll complete in 2 weeks. Choice is yours. Sure, huh? Huh? That one write on the paper. And tomorrow and day after tomorrow when you are getting absent is a sentence useful anamata. We are interested, sir. We are attending regularly classes and write on the paper. See that nobody is writing. అందరూ దొంగలే. ఇంట్రెస్ట్ అయితే we should not absent the classes, right? కరెక్టే కదా? రెడీయా? ఎస్పెషల్లీ ఎందుకని So generally అయితే I'm explaining 1 month is a JavaScript for all the batches, even your recent batch also same thing only. So 32 days around JavaScript is going to running అది. Before that, sir, when it is completing and don't ask. 30 to 32 days damn sure it takes. After that one, well, again bootstrap another 4 days. After that. So as per that, plan it yourself. And middle of that one, when completing and don't ask. When you ask it that one, especially online candidates, so fix this one. So some days after we'll get this one, sir. Up to that, just remember the point as a feature. So JavaScript, they have their own programming style. It's called as the prototype-based programming. At the same time, it is also supports OOPs in the latest versions. Next one, JavaScript is client side or server side, sir. Is one small controversy point, sir. Somebody is saying as client side, somebody is saying as server side. It is always a dishum is happening between this point and so I'm giving something betterly. Why only 4 days? Okay, 2 days I'll complete it, no problem. 4 days, no, na? 2 days. Original and basic purpose of the JavaScript is client-side programming only. 100%, sir. JavaScript is originally invented for the developing of the front-end programming and as well as the client-side programming only. Actually, it is developed for the client side and front-end. Reason? I mean, 100% అది. But 1995, they introduced this language, sir, with the supporting of the HTML to design the dynamically pages. And you can ask anybody who have some JavaScript knowledge, what is the use of JavaScript and dynamic pages center? Dynamic pages ki server-side coding, what is the difference? Where is the connection, sir? Dynamical in the sense we are making some changes in the page. For that, we don't need any server-side operations. So actually, it's a client-side programming only, sir, and moreover, it is a front-end coding. But some cases they can also work in server side also. I have the capability to work in server side, and basically I am the client side and front end. By birth I am the front end, sir. By birth I am the client side. But when I'm growing myself, I extended my capabilities. I can also perform server side backend operations also. Example, sir. But Python candidates you are using Django, DJ. DJ ఇప్పుడు ఫ్రంట్ బ్యాక్ సర్వర్ సైడ్ నాట్ ఇఫ్ ఎనీ పైథాన్ క్యాండిడేట్స్ ఆర్ దేర్ నో పైథానా ఓ ఆన్లైన్ Django ఎనీ ఐడియా నో ఐడియానా ఓ తీసే ఐడియా లేకపోతే వద్దు ఎందుకు రిస్క్ Leave it. Okay, next I'm going to showing one of the thing Node.js. Node.js is one of the server-side framework. Server-side framework. But yesterday what I said, this Node.js inside they are going to using the JavaScript. Node.js one framework, sir. Within that Node.js coding support, they are going to taking the JavaScript. This is what is that one interoperability. Interoperability feature. But Node.js is a server side. But Node.js running in the programs server side. But Node.js inside JavaScript where it is running? Compulsory in server side only. Node.js is server side, sir. They runs in server side only. Node.js inside developer JavaScript where it is running? Huh? Server side because you place it inside the Node.js. It's a common sense point. Node.js subject knowledge not necessary. Correct? Huh? If Node.js knows, those only can answer. Huh? So the original program in where it is running, along with that internally implemented code is also running the same way only. So but now where the JavaScript is running, sir, in server, along with the Node.js. As per that, you can say it is a server-side programming. But we are not Node.js, right? We are the front-end developer HTML. We in the sense my batch. I'm talking about my batch. So in my batch, JavaScript we are using as a client-side activities. After completion of my course, you are attending the next level course. Kada? There JavaScript you are using as a server side, as a general process. So my subject either it's a purely client side and it's purely front end. Because JavaScript you are using with the combination of HTML and CSS. If HTML, CSS, which type of technologies? Huh? Back end, front end, sure. But inside the HTML program, you are placing JavaScript. Inside the HTML, within the HTML program, you are placing the JavaScript. But where it is runs? Along with HTML only. Kada. Where the HTML goes, inside JavaScript also goes to that side. So in my batch, JavaScript we are using as client side. Future subjects, you are using JavaScript as a server side. So client side, if you are good, and server side becomes easy. Because same code you are writing in another place. Same stories as screenplay changing. But 3 months after summer is entering, right? March, April, summer season is entering. But Andhra states, and Telugu states, summer season one special mangoes. Second special chutneys. Most of the Telugu families, summer they are preparing the new pickles. Chutneys. Mango chutney, mirchi chutney, ginger chutney, tomato chutney, chicken chutney, lot of chutneys. Gongora chutney. Gongora chutney, baba. Super ఉంటుంది. Chutneys preparing. అంటే యూ డోంట్ నో ఏమో మై ఫ్యామిలీ అయితే ఇట్ ఈస్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ అమ్మ మా ఊర్లో మా గుంటూరులో అలా చేస్తారు అది సో జనరల్లీ ఇన్ ఆంధ్ర అయితే ఇది డ్యామ్ షూర్ సార్ వాట్ ఆర్ ద ఫ్యామిలీస్ హ్యావ్ బట్ సమ్ ఆఫ్ ది కేసెస్ వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ సార్ అంటే సమ్ కేసెస్ వాట్ ఆర్ ద చట్నీ దే ప్రిపేర్డ్ ఇన్ ద లాస్ట్ సమ్మర్ ఇట్స్ నాట్ కంప్లీటెడ్ ఇంకా స్టిల్ సమ్ బ్యాలెన్స్ అవైలబుల్ ఇప్పుడు సేమ్ చట్నీ యువర్ మమ్మీ సర్వింగ్ టు యూ వాట్ యు ఆర్ సేయింగ్ మమ్మీ ఇది లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ చట్నీ మమ్మీ అంటారు అది యువర్ మమ్మీ మోర్ క్లెవర్ దాన్ అస్ వాట్ షీఈస్ డూయింగ్ ఓల్డ్ చట్నీ టేకింగ్ అండ్ ప్లేసింగ్ ఇన్ ద న్యూ జార్ యువర్ మమ్మీ సూపర్ క్లెవర్ అమ్మ old chutney taking from the old jar and old jar throwing out placing inside the new jar jar what we are thinking oh jar new I think chutney also new one is same chutney you don't know your mommy did the lot of times like this how you know I know na my wife doing same thing simple thing so same chutney jar is going to changing it when you change jar changed we'll feel it's a newly prepared chutney effectiveness what your mummy doing sir and some little bit of oil spreading on the chutney also but feel also comes adannamata same thing in our hotels also happens yesterday's cooked food today they are going to serving 60% of hotels, same thing. So be careful and outside food, really, sir. You're not believing, including the five-star hotels also, they're doing the same thing only. So this is also same HTML inside JavaScript. The same JavaScript is shifted to new jar. The new jar is Node.js. Sorry. So when you are inside the HTML, you are the front end. When you are inside the Node.js, you are the server side. So no fighting, sir. This is the clear information. Next one is JavaScript is case sensitive, sir. Sir, strictly case sensitive. Because programming part kada compulsory case sensitive. Small letters and big capital letters we have to follow clearly. Python related or something. Okay. So which case, sir? It is a mixed case. What is meaning of mixed case, sir? Sometimes capital letters, sometimes small letters we have to use. It's not completely capital letters. It's not completely small letters, sir. Some scenarios capital letters, some scenarios small letters. As a Java Python student, you know very well. First letter you are writing capital, remaining letters you are writing small. That is called as mixed case programming. The case sensitive means you know exact meaning or not, I don't know, sir. But C language is also case sensitive. But C language uppercase not available. Uppercase not available. Most of the students they're misunderstanding. Case sensitive means we have to write the program in capital letters and small letters. No, 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 no. The wrong thought. Case sensitive means what is the case they suggested we should follow that one. This is the exact meaning of the case sensitive. The uppercase or lowercase are not correct. So especially mana Java and Python candidates misunderstanding this point. Case sensitive means developer which case they followed. Developer which case they followed. User also should follow the same case. That is called as the case sensitive. Developer means your inventor of the language. Language inventor which case they use internally in the program. Users of that language also should use the same case. That is nothing but an case sensitive. What is the proof, sir? C language we are not using anywhere capital letters, but C is also case sensitive only because most of the candidates see no idea. 80% of the students see no idea. Directly Java and directly Python. But Java Python case sensitive meaning what, sir? Capital letter or small letter? Capital letter or small letter? As per that we are misunderstanding. So case sensitive means either lowercase, case sensitive means either uppercase, case sensitive means either mixed case also. Which case, sir? Language inventor suggesting that we are going to following. That is the matter. So in our JavaScript, we are following the case. But the given guidelines, these places we have to use the uppercase. These places you have to use the lowercase and guidelines available. As per the guidelines, we are following. But we don't know that guidelines are where capitals, where smalls are. Slowly comes, sir. If you scroll this page or 4 or 5 pages after, that information also available. So in the 8th page or 9th page, we have that information also with the heading of the naming conventions. So what is meaning of naming conventions, sir? Where we have to use the capital letters and where we have to use the small letters. Guidelines available. We know not the secondary thing, but every language giving the guidelines. They also comes in future. That is sir. Next one. Any downloads or any installations, sir? Like as HTML, CSS, we don't need to download anything. We don't need to install anything, but still we can run JavaScript programs because we are using as a client. But when you are working with JavaScript in server side, sir, installations required. NPM libraries installation required, configurations also required. But while working with the server, while working with the client with the HTML, nothing is required. Mm. Already 2 subjects we completed, sir, but we are not installed any software. We install editor and there. Editor installed, but softwares are not installed. Like that, JavaScript also we can continue without any installations. Uh, Clearly mentioning, we are using this as a front end, as a client. Nothing to install, nothing to download. Directly browser will take care about your programs. If you write anything, finally your program should run by the browser only, not by the editors. Starting days of your batch, I already said this one. Editors are helping to typing, that's all. But no editor is going to running your programs. Editor doesn't have the capability to run your programs. Programs are executed by the your virtual machines. And every language virtual machine is available. So Java virtual machine JVM, Python virtual machine PVM, .NET virtual machine CLR. Every language virtual machines available, sir. Java candidate, especially for you. Mostly what you are thinking, sir, and JVM is the Java special and Java special, but VM is the common thing. Even our JavaScript also virtual machine available. JSVM under JavaScript virtual machine. So virtual machines are the common for every language. A virtual machine before you one word is changing, it depends upon your language. Java only not using virtual machines. Remember this. Lot of language, nowadays every language we have virtual machine, including our language. So virtual machines are going to running your programs. Once again repeating, sir, if you want to use the JavaScript as a server side, installations, configurations are compulsory. When you are using JavaScript as a only for client end and front end programming, we don't need to download and install anything. Type the program in our regular editor, run it, browser will take care about that one. Next one, JavaScript is also interpreter based programming, sir, line by line translation and line by line execution. JavaScript is also interpreter based line by line translation and line by line execution. And who is the responsible of this translation and who is the responsible of execution, sir? We have one special component, sir, that is the parser. The next line I given here, that is name is called as parser. What is the purpose of the parser, sir? It translates your code. Translations of the code, parser is will take care about that one. That is your interpreter. Where is this parser, sir? Not only this parser, next I mentioned E also. Both are available in your browser only. Every browser inside JavaScript parser available. Every browser inside JavaScript virtual machine also available. So parser's responsibility translation of the code, high level to machine code and machine code to high level code. Then JavaScript EE. EE stands for execution engine. EE stands for execution engine. That is nothing but a JavaScript virtual machine. This is JavaScript's VM, virtual machine. What is the virtual machine's responsibilities are? Memory management and execution of the logic. Translations not happen, sir. Allocating the memory, deallocating the memory, and running the code, producing the outputs. These 4 tasks are virtual machine's responsibility. And high level code to machine code to high level code translation responsibility is parser. So repeating the point, sir, JavaScript parser is translating your code high to low, low to high. And JavaScript execution engine, nothing but an virtual machine. And these are the memory management, means memory allocation, memory deallocation, and execution of the code and producing the outputs. These 4 operations, virtual machine responsibility. So first parser working, sir. execution order first parser. Sorry. Execution order first parser. Why sir? And first translation is important. Once the translation is completed, memory allocation. Once memory allocation completed, then execution. When the execution is completed, then we will get the output. Whenever the output is completed and displaying, sir, then memory deallocation. So translation, memory allocation after execution, execution completed a output. Execution is failed, sir, error. By chance execution is failed, sir, error. Execution is success, sir, output. Once output is produced, sir, next task is memory deallocation. What are the memory they allocated in the starting of the program? This is memory allocation I mentioned together, and this is memory deallocation. What is this one error, sir? But we never faced the errors in the last 1 month, sir. HTML, CSS not producing any errors, and I clearly mentioned starting day so many times. But JavaScript coding part, sir, every small mistake also throwing the errors. HTML, if you have any errors, they are going to adjusting and compromise. JavaScript not like that. Coding, so coding small mistakes also throwing compulsory. Same as to your Java Python. Comma missing, sir, error. Quotations missing, sir, error. Spelling mistake, error. Syntax not followed, error. Throw it. So parser and virtual machine duties and responsibilities. And where is this parser and where is this virtual machine, sir? These are the part of the browser. Every browser inside JavaScript parser available, and every browser inside JavaScript virtual machines are available. And one more thing, sir, JavaScript virtual machines names also available. Clearly we have names also. One of the virtual machine name is V8. Engines names, sir. Possible ఇప్పుడు మన బైక్స్ కార్స్ ఇంజన్స్ అవైలబుల్ కదా, ఇంజన్ నేమ్స్ అవైలబుల్, నేమ్ అవైలబుల్. ఇప్పుడు పల్సర్ అనుకోండి, ఏదో డిటిఎస్ఐ ఏదో సంథింగ్ దే ఆర్ కాలింగ్. ఇప్పుడు మై బైక్ గదిలే కానీ మై స్కూటర్ అవైలబుల్, జూపిటర్ మై ఇంజన్ మోడల్ వాట్సారంటే వివిఐటి. Engine capacity is available, engine model also available. Next one, Royal Enfield available kada, J series engine antar Royal Enfield. Next one, like that bikes, one model name available. Of course 90% of bike owners, they don't know the names. They knows 100cc, 1000cc, 500cc. But what is the engine name ante 90% owners no idea. You know your bike's names? Why, sir? And we don't need. Simple thing. We are focusing always what is the power of the engine, how much mileage it gives. And we don't need to focus on the name of the engine, model of the engine. But engines names available, sir, even cars also. My one of the engine is V8. Who is using this one, sir? V8 engine used by our Chrome browser. Google Chrome is there, na? Google Chrome and Edge browser. Microsoft Edge browser, Google Chrome browser, both are using the V8 engine, V8 series. Who is the actually owner of this engine, sir? Google company, sir. Google developed this engine for this Chrome browser, but Microsoft taking the copyrights permissions and using same engine in their browser also. The one company developed engine, another company possible, sir. Why not? 100% possible. Again, example car say. But suppose Maruti car one model is there. They are using one engine. The same engine other companies models also using. Guarantee, sir. You don't know that much of knowledge, but it's a damn sure. And Hyundai company prepared engines, so many other companies also using. Honda prepared engines also, so many other companies are using. Other companies, not only Honda models, other companies, other models also they are using. That is the thing. So one company manufactured engine, so many other companies models also they are using in their models. How it is possible, sir? You know, the tie-ups. Your engine providing to my models. For that, I'm paying some money to you. That's all. If this process not available, what happens, sir? I have to design my own engine, right? But guarantee getting success, sir? No guarantee. But already success engine, if I use in my car, success rate more increasing also. If I invent the new engine, getting success in or not market, no idea. That is the thing. But Maruti cars, you can take now. Maruti Ertiga is there. Ertiga 7-seater available, right? Maruti Desire available kada. Both same engine, sir. Both same engine. But why the two models are two different names, sir? Customers are bakras and company making us like that. Using the same engine, shape changing, extra money charging and really the fact. Then only Desire and Ertiga you'll get the both same mileage. See that one. Weight also same under the norm weight also because they are using the same engine. Well, XL6 and one model is there. That engine different. Adi. Newly invented. Adi. Then only that model failed. XL6 is the least sales in the Maruti company. Adi. How much mileage it will come, sir? 12 kilometers వస్తుంది. Maruti companies లో 12 kilometers mileage any Indian expecting Maruti అంటే minimum 20, 18, 20 minimum expecting. Then only we are purchasing Maruti cars. So, 3-4 models they are using same engine. K series engines or K-Tech engine అంటారు. So, there's so many cases happening in our business things. So, Google developed this engine actually, but Microsoft also using that. How they are using, sir? They are paying some money for that company. So, one of the engine, most popular engine. Next, one more engine also available. What is that, sir? It is fish hunter, squirrel fish hunter. One of the engine name that is used by the Firefox browser. Engine name squirrel fish. అంటే ఫిష్ ఇలా వంపులు వంపులు తిరిగి ఉంటుంది అనమాట. Sir, name only I can say that one. Why they use it that name only అంటే that I don't know. Please consult the companies only. Names I can give and that's all. Next, one more engine also available, sir. Spider Monkey also available. Spider Monkey. That is the engine name. Which browser using, sir? That one and Firefox browser is using that one. Right. So like that, every browser, they have their own virtual machines to run your JavaScript programs. And every virtual machine is embedded inside the browsers only. When you are installing the browsers, all these are going to installing. Edge browser, which engine is using? Huh? V8. Sure, huh? Spider Monkey? Huh? Firefox. Sure, huh? Fish? Fish and a squirrel fish. Name squirrel fish. I already said names meaning I don't know. I just can share the name of that one only. Fish. Monkey. Sure, huh? Pakka. Huh? Small correction in that one. You are in attention or not? I just checked that one. Spider Monkey used by the Firefox only, no doubt at all. V8 is used by the Google Chrome and Edge browser only, no doubt at all. You can observe the formula, sir. Multiple browsers can use the same engine, but multiple engines using by the same browser is not possible. Think once. One bike, two engines for not possible. Together. Two bikes, same engine is possible. Two models, same engine is using possible. One car, two different engines using, sir. Not possible. Technically, it is not correct also, right? So Firefox monkey using, sir. Squirrel fish, mana Safari browser using. Safari browser, where it is famous? Apple systems. Apple mostly using the Safari browser only. Yes, Amma. Windows systems mostly using the Chrome and Edge browsers. So Apple systems mostly using the Safari browser because most secure అంటారు. Apple's first priority security కదా instead of features. It's just for idea purpose I mentioned that one. If you have any problem with the names remembering, you just go for the virtual machines. Last one, sir. It's a general knowledge information, JavaScript. But if I learn the JavaScript, if I'm perfect in the JavaScript, but this knowledge where I can use, sir, and where it is useful for to me, sir, while developing of the web applications, while developing of the websites, while developing of the mobile applications, while developing of the networking applications, the client server programming, and animations designing, games developmentation, and now it is also entered into AI also. AI it's not established full-fledged in AI, sir, just entered. Remaining all the streams, it's a very strong. So websites developmentation, JavaScript using. The meaning of this point is application areas of the JavaScript. Every language, one application areas are available. So these are the application areas of the JavaScript. So JavaScript developers, they can work in web application developmentations, websites developmentations, mobile application developmentations, networking applications developmentation, designing of the animations, own animations designing, and developing the own games. And AI also it is. So it's called as application areas. And lastly, one point, sir. Already HTML and CSS available. With this knowledge, we can design the web page also. Full-fledged page we can design, but with a long process. Then why we should go for the JavaScript, sir? Because already we designed the website or already we designed the web page. But still, why this third subject, sir? Time waste to unnecessary brain burden also. Starting this, if you remember that one, HTML, CSS based designed web pages or websites, non-interactive. Day one of the batch, this point I explained. First day of your batch. Example also I said, Gada, if I ask this pillar, hi pillar, it's responding and I said that one. So when it is responding to a surrogate, when you attach the JavaScript. So if you develop the JavaScript in your pages, then it becomes as a interactive. They're going to communicating with the users. JavaScript not available, sir. Your web page displaying the data to user, but it's unable to communicate with the users. So users, they want to communicate with HTML pages or page they want to communicate with users. The mediator is the JavaScript. Right. Without JavaScript, we can't ask anything the web page, sir, and the web page also should not give anything also. 100% because first day of your batch, this point I explained. But you remember or not, no idea. First day, 4 subjects, so advantages explained. HTML why we are using, CSS why you are using, JavaScript why we are using, and Bootstrap also why we are using. Attended the first day? Not attended. First day? No. Remember my points? Sure, huh? So one point, interactiveness. That interactiveness, immediately I said one more point also. What is that second point? 2 points I said. JavaScript, one of the advantage to develop the interactive web pages. Second point. Huh? To add functionalities. Boys, no sound? Huh? Chance given to girls, huh? ఈసారికి వాళ్ళకి ఇచ్చాం సార్ ఛాన్స్ అంటారా? So to add functionalities to your web pages. That is the JavaScript purpose, sir. Our total 1 month explanation based on the 2 points only. how to develop the interactive pages and how to add the functionalities to your web page. So if you apply the two things, a conversation is going on. Right? A diagram is possible. This arrow key not available. Right? This is the concept. By using HTML, CSS, we can design the page, no objections. But the page should be interactable by the user or user should interact to. Vice versa communication through JavaScript only it is possible. This is, sir, if anybody they asked the question, what is the use of JavaScript? Say this diagram. Point what? Diagram, okay. Sentence. To develop interactive web pages as well as to add some functionalities to web pages. We are using JavaScript as a front-end developer. And lastly, we are going to discussing the JavaScript version sixth version. Hmm? Old versions concept is going to covering as well as the sixth version concepts also covering. Along with this JavaScript sixth, we have to discuss one more also. Yesterday I already said what is that, sir? And ES. Remember ES? What is the full form? ECMAScript, okay. But ECMAScript full form. So JS sixth features along with the ECMA concepts also we are going to discussing sir that one. That is about the theoretical part. Now we are entering into programming. So programming writing very simple sir. Almost 2 weeks back అనుకుంటే 10 days back 12 days back CSS introduction I given. So where we can write the CSS sir? Remember CSS where we can write? CSS where we can write here coding inline internal external girl side okay sound boy side మళ్ళీ again dull inline internal external same JavaScript also. Remove the CSS, write the JavaScript. JavaScript also we can implement in 3 places: inline, internal, external. Same concept. What are the places possible to write the CSS? In the same places we can also write the JavaScript also. So JavaScript implementations also 3 places only. The 3 places we know already because we already visited the 3 places with the name of CSS. The same 3 places revisiting with the name of the JavaScript. How it is possible, sir? They developed the structure like that, sir. Inline script, inline CSS. Internal script, internal CSS. External script, external CSS. Guidelines also same, tag name changing. In CSS we used the style. Here we'll get the script. Style tag replaced with the script tag. Almost points the same and extra points also comes. So what is I said that this is. First we are starting with inline script, sir. What is inline, what is internal, I'm not going to focusing because we already discussed. I'm just focusing how to write the script and inline meaning also I'm not going to discuss. So if you remember it, okay, not remember it, refer the CSS introduction and get the meanings of those. Now directly coding only I'm focusing. If I want to develop the inline scripting, this is the syntax. Your tag name followed by some event attribute. We know event attributes 2-3 times we used in HTML. On click used already. On click I used one case. One scenario on mouse over, on mouse out. One more scenario color changing program on change on change on mouse over. That day just lightly we touched it, sir. Full-fledgedly in comes in JavaScript. Not completed events. So now we started the events officially. Previously, sir, just only touch-ups and the trailers. Events not completed. Throughout the JavaScript, we have to work with the event handling. So take any event attribute name here and write some JavaScript code. So on click equals to some JavaScript. On change equals to some JavaScript. On mouse over equals to some JavaScript. On mouse out equals to some JavaScript. Like that, take any of the event and inside the quotations write the JavaScript part. So tag JavaScript both comes on the same line. That is nothing but an inline script. How many events I can write like this, sir? Observe the syntax carefully. Any number of we can write. Minimum one, no, maximum any number of. But one small guideline, sir. First, you have to write event name here. Name of the event. First one, name of the event equals to JavaScript logic we have to write here. Any JavaScript logic. If condition, for loop, switch case, printing step, calculation, any logic we can write. But the number of statements compulsory one only. One single step allowed. Write any code, but should be the single line code. Multiple lines are multiple lines inline script not allowed. Internal, external is allowed. So everywhere when you are writing the code number of steps should be one only. Everywhere one only. Every event inside one line we can write maximum. Every event inside we can write maximum one line. If I interested to write the multiple lines, are my program demanding to write the multiple lines here? Next script to support required, either internal or external. Hmm. So now I'm demonstrating inline script demonstration. I'm not installing anything, sir. I'm directly working with Notepad++. And who are working with the VS Code editor. So for better results of the JavaScript, you have to add one small plugin come extension that is called as live server. Basic name of this one is extension. So VS Code users so use this extension set. మీకు రైట్ సైడ్ ఎక్స్టెన్షన్స్ ఆప్షన్ అవైలబుల్, లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ ఎక్స్టెన్షన్స్ ఆప్షన్ అవైలబుల్. ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఈ సినారియో ఇట్ విల్ కమ్స్ హియర్ ఇన్ దిస్ ప్లేస్. In that one, search the live server and install that one, then start the JavaScript programming. VS Code users. Other users, that extension also no need. Nothing is required. And if you are using any other editors, nothing to install. This is only for VS Code users only. So I'm using Notepad++. I'm not download anything. I'm not install anything. Start the programming. How, sir? Daily how you are doing the same manner. Nothing special. Example on JavaScript implementations. Routine coding, sir. Head to body, everything is common. And what is the saving process, sir? No special. Something name dot HTML. But it's a JavaScript example, sir. Sir, it's a JavaScript example. But where we are writing JavaScript, sir? Inside the HTML. So whenever the HTML tag is available, then compulsory extension is .html only. If I say with the .js extension, sir, no use. We can't run the programs. CSS first day, second day, no, first day, no, I said, sir. I have .css extension, one file is available. Can I run this file, sir? And not possible, and I said, external CSS working scenario. We have two programs, so .html available, .css available. Which program we have to run, sir? HTML program. And that day clearly shown also practically. If I run the CSS code program, your source code displaying in the output. Same way, .js files if you run directly, your logic displaying directly in the output. No use. .js files directly browsers also unable to run. The .js file should be called by some other program. That other program either your CSS or your HTML concepts. Directly .js files execution not possible. If you want to run the .js files directly, we should be convert the coding into server-side operations. And we have to install the server and we have to configure the server also. So first of all, .js running no need, sir. Because reason we are developing the websites, web applications, and user should work always on web pages, right? User never calling the JavaScript programs directly. They don't know first of all. They're clicking on somewhere on the web page. This click should be called the JavaScript program. So no need to run directly. And I'm going to saving this program with the name of js1.html, sir. Series name changed. Huh? So previous programs, all names are CSS1, CSS2, CSS3. That one, this one is comes with JS1. The three subjects, three names, so easy to identify. If you download into system, also easy to identify. A small heading here, demo on inline script. Demo on inline script. And I'm taking some buttons here. On click. So on click is the event attribute. How can I identify, sir? It's an event attributes. Remember, on is the common word. If any attribute name starts with on, any attribute name starts with an, it is a compulsory event attributes. What is the purpose of event attributes, sir? Event attributes are used to run some JavaScript code or JavaScript logics. Every event attribute should be used for calling of the JavaScript programs or for running of the JavaScript programs through event handling. So whenever you click on the button, it is running this JavaScript. And event handling is nothing but an in Newton's third law, sir. Event handling working style, Newton's third law style, both same. It is following the third law of the Newton's. What is third law? Huh? Newton's third law, madam. Sir, it's very famous in the world, right? For every action. Suppose when I asked the question, generally I'm talking. If I asked something important question, you are not answered. I'm getting serious. But what is your face reaction? Repeatకుంటారు కదా. Face reaction changing కదా, obviously. 5 minutes back happened కదా. Face reaction changing, somebody body reaction changing. Scolding or getting serious action. Your faces are giving reaction. That is your Newton's third law. Newton's third law. And it's okay. Somebody good, but somebody thinking. What is Newton's third law? Action opposite to reaction, sir. If we did anything, suppose this is remote. What I'm doing, sir, and I'm going to beating like this. So hitting the table is action. A sound is came na, the sound is called as the reaction, and this simple thing. And I'm going to throwing your blinking eyes together, that is reaction. Simple thing. In our world, everywhere it is available. Actions available and reactions are available. And not only classrooms, sir, in a real life also we are following the same. Newton's is means physics. Physics means real life. అందుకే కదా దాన్ని భౌతిక శాస్త్రం అంటారు. అంటే ఇట్స్ రియల్లీ అవైలబుల్ ఇన్ ద వరల్డ్. యువర్ బైక్ is driving on physics or not? Your body is moving on physics or not? All over the world physics available. The whole world running on the physics base mathematics. So Newton's third law, event handling, both same, sir. If any attribute name or any English word in our HTML or JavaScript, they started with on. Compulsory it is a event attributes. So what is the use of these event attributes, sir? To call the JavaScript programs or to run the JavaScript logics. Without event handling, JavaScript is not possible to run, sir. Second model available. First model we are discussing it. Attributes concept, this one. Why we have to use the on click only, sir? I'm expecting the reaction, but when, sir, when I asked the question, then only. I'm expecting the answer. I'm expecting something response from your side. But when, if I raised any one point, without raising point, why you have to answer? The action asking some point, reaction your response. Fan also rotating. When it is rotating fan, switch pressing action, reaction coming from the fan. So these are the event attributes. More information, sir. So every event attribute should be started with the ano, and every event attribute is used to call the JavaScript in the particular situations or scenarios. And here we can write some JavaScript code. Any logic, any code, but condition is only one line only. More than one line doesn't accept. So I'm writing the simple line, sir. What is that, sir? And alert. What is alert, sir? It's one of the predefined function of the JavaScript. Every language functions they are providing. C language to up to data science, every language predefined functions available. Maybe some languages functions not available, methods available. Your Java, because the object oriented together, predefined methods available. Python or C language predefined functions available. But core Java candidates print and available, print or println. What is that one? Method. You developed a predefined. Python candidates, you are using print, print hi, print hello. What is that print? Predefined function. So predefined things are compulsory, but they comes with the different soundings and they. Language to language, the sounding is going to change. Similarly, JavaScript also providing the tons of predefined functions. In that one of the function is alert. One of the predefined function is alert. What is the purpose of this function, sir? It displaying the messages to users in specially designed box. One white color box designing specially, a box inside message displaying to the users. And which message displaying, sir? Which message you typed here? That message. Button pushed. This is my message. Close. And button heading is push here. So button ready with the heading of the push here, sir. The user, they click this button, then immediately this function is responding. This is total HTML. Where is JavaScript, sir? A blue color part is the JavaScript. This total is not JavaScript. Only 5-6 centimeters is JavaScript. Remaining part pure HTML. So HTML inside we placed JavaScript. Only this underline JavaScripts are not the total program. Within double quotations, what we typed, it is only JavaScript. Next, one more button. On click equals to once again. One more alert. And this time, sir, button pulled. Quotations close. And message is pull here. మన షాపింగ్ మాల్స్ లో డోర్స్ లో స్టిక్కర్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా పుష్ పుల్ దట్ స్టైల్ ఐఎమ్ డిజైనింగ్ సార్ వన్ సైడ్ పుష్ వన్ side pull. So program already saved, sir. As per my system, this program saved with js1.html. And what about execution, sir? Daily how you are doing, follow the same procedure. No specials. Just go to your browser. Program executed and you have the output also. Which output is visible to you? HTML output. Where is JavaScript output? The HTML output or JavaScript output? HTML output. But where is JavaScript output? It is waiting outside the door anamata. When you knock the door, jumping into the class. So program executed. Observe that our program contains the two logics, HTML logic and JavaScript. But HTML executed and output produced, JavaScript waiting for your call. When you call, then it will comes into the action. So how to call, sir? Click the button. The JavaScript output. Alert function I used together. That alert function creating the small white color box with your message. Okay. Second button, sir. Click on the button. button pulled. Okay. So in this program, while opening of the page, JavaScript is not executed. HTML only executed. And when JavaScript is executing, sir, and if any event triggered, this is procedure is called as, I'm pressing this button, yes, sir. What is that called, sir? Event triggered. Event trigger. So whenever the event is triggered, then only JavaScript is executing or JavaScript is calling. This is the third law of the Newton's. If you did any work on the page, then my JavaScript is going to responding. If you didn't perform any work on the page, my JavaScript is not going to performing. ET means not entertainment means, sir. It is event trigger. Event trigger. What is that variety word trigger, sir? Simple thing. If small gun available, gun inside bullets available. When bullet is comes out, when bullet comes out of the gun, when you sound, when you press the trigger, it is a small knob is there. Na, in knob you are going to pressing. This knob is called as trigger. Cinema చూడరా దీపావళి టైంలో guns not used childhood days rules are red color reels putting inside the tap and we are going to shooting that one మళ్ళీ internally figure అవ్వాలి ఇటు కొడతాం అది of course some of the boys also so when you press the trigger a small knob is there na, that knob is called as the trigger. When you hit this knob, a knob inside this is going to hitting the bullet like this. The curve shape is available like this. So you are pressing here hand, your hand symbol is pressing here, but this is going to hitting the bullet backside. Whenever you hit the bullet, then bullet is going to coming out. The gun mechanism, that is also Newton's third law. So this is when you trigger, then bullet is comes out. The same word we are using in our programming also. If event triggered, bullet is comes out. Who is that bullet, sir? And JavaScript classic. Okay. Whenever the bullet is comes, some result is comes together. What is the result? Waiting list RAC confirm one ticket. Or bullet fired ante maybe waiting list or RAC or confirm. Waiting list ante small injuries. RAC ante కొద్ది serious injuries. Confirm ante already salary out. So event handling, event triggering. How many events I can write like that, sir? Your interest, sir, any number of events you can write. Just an idea purpose, one button inside one event I designed, but one button inside we can develop any number of events. But same event repeating is not correct. One event you have to write only one time only. So take the another event here, any other event. Suppose on mouse over available that you can take, on mouse out that you can take. No, sir, second time also I want to write the on click only, sir. Browser getting confusion. So that is not correct thing, sir. Change the event and write something code. That is 100% acceptable. So this is called as inline scripting, sir. Tag inside JavaScript is comes. Or 10 days back, tag inside in the same place, CSS we developed. That is we called inline CSS. This is called as inline script. Just an idea purpose. So one more event I'm writing, sir. Just idea purpose. I'm taking some H2 and event name is on DBL click. On DBL click. What is the meaning of this one, sir? Double click. DBL in the sense double click. This one, sir, this is single click. This is double click. So whenever you double click on H2 tag, then also I'm calling alert. And the message, sir, just message, write a small message. Hello. You click it 2 times. Just message and close this. And display the message to user also click here. click here and H2 close. Just idea purpose, another event, nothing special. Executed? No, our program total contains the 3 JavaScript logics, but no logic is executed. Bullet inside, sorry, gun inside 6 bullet available, but nobody's comes out. Then only they comes out. There are 3 bullets waiting, sir. If you press, then the bullet is comes out like this. Button pushed, button pulled, and here use the double click. This is the message. Here you click it 2 times. ఇప్పుడు a small general knowledge doubt, sir. Subject question, but general awareness. This is your H2 tag. But if I click on click word, if I click on here, or if I click on H, if I click on K, anywhere if I click, my event is calling. But if I click on the opposite empty space, event calling or not? Huh? Calling a? Sure. Why? Block level. Confirm. How you remember this point only? The ECMAScript full form yesterday discussed, not remember. But is able 1 month back I explained and this point. Okay, more gap available than you are remembering. Less gap I think not remembering. Yes, sir. In this whole line, if you click anywhere, the event is going to executing. Even if you click here, edge of the page. Exact a line, exactly in the line, if you click anywhere, the event is going to executing because of block level. The same question, if I asked for the span tag, not executing because span tag is takes only less area, a small area. Exactly how to click in that one. But this is block level tag. A box inside, if you click anywhere, the event is running. Inline tags, how much content available, that much of area it is working. So remaining scripts tomorrow we'll see. Thank you all. Any questions, online candidates?